Okay, hello again, everyone. Good morning. Today is week 3. Today is already Wednesday, and tonight it's open house. So please tell your parents to join me. The times are listed right here. You might want to write these down. I put a link in Canvas. Okay, those are the times right there. Okay, and I have a short video, and then I'll answer questions. Please make sure they turn off their mics. So mute them, and if they have a question, type it in. Let's take a look here. 7 times 3, how much? 6 times 4, okay. 8 times 9, all right. On a new sheet of paper, copy this down. These are some key words you need to learn. You may not have learned them before, so we need to do that today. Let's take a look. If it says more than or less than, you switch. Write that down. Those are the only two. So more means to add. More than means to switch. So you put the x first and the 5 second. So it's going to be x plus 5. Less than, less means minus. Less than means switch. So you're going to put the x over here and the 5 over here. So it's going to be x minus 5. Those are the only two exceptions. Make sure you know that. Say it to yourself. More than or less than, you switch. Watch the next one. 5 less. Less means minus. There's no switching because it's not less than. So it's just 5 minus x. Make sure you check your answers today. 5 decrease. Decrease is a minus, so 5 minus x on that one. Quotient. Does anybody know what quotient means? Quotient is actually division. So you're going to have 6 divided by some number x. And that's it. All right, let's go on. I want you to try number 1. Substitute those numbers for the x and y. Well, it's going to be 5 times negative 2 and then 1 minus 5. So that's a negative 10 here. And this is a negative 4. A negative divided by a negative, that's 2 negatives. So that's going to be a positive. Reduce this by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So the answer is 5 over 2. And you could divide 2 into 5 if you want to. Goes 2 times, that's 4, remainder of 1. Put your remainder over your divisor. So it's 2.5. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Okay, try the next one. When they're written right next to each other, it means times. So this is 3 times x, and then times y. So it's positive times a negative, so negative 6 on that one. Try number 3. Now this one looks like a lot of work here, so let's try it. So it's going to be 3 times x times z. It's z squared, so write that twice. So negative 6, negative 6. And then y is 8. And then x plus z. X is negative 4. And z is negative 6. So plus a negative 6. Let's work this. 1, 2, 3 negatives, so it's going to be a negative. Let's see what's going on here. That's a lot. That's a big number. 6 times 6 is 36. Times 3 times 4 is 12. So 36 times 12. I get 432. And then down here, a positive times a negative is a negative. So that's going to be 8 times a negative 4 and a negative 6 makes a negative, because we're subtracting, makes a negative 10. So that's going to be a positive times a negative, so that's going to be a negative 80. This is a double negative, so that becomes a plus. Here you can reduce by 2. Half of 80 is 40. Half of 4 is 2. 2 goes into 3 one time with 1 left over. 2 goes into 12 6 times. So 216, you can reduce again. Half of 40 is 20. Half of 2 is 1. Half of 16 is going to be 8. I think it's 108. And you can keep reducing. Half of this is 10. Half of 10 is 5. And that's 4. So that's 54. Go again. Half of this is 5. Half of 54, I think, is 27. You can use your calculator. So it should be 27 over 5. So there's a lot of reducing going on there. Okay? I could have reduced up in here probably. All right, but let's go on. One more. Try this one. Remember, if you're not sure, I want you to ask a question. Okay? We're shooting for a test Friday is the goal. All right, so here you have A, so that's -2. I would write it like this. A minus B over C minus A. That's how I would write it. So A is -2. B is -1. C is 8. And A is -2. All right, hopefully I got that right. This is a plus. So a -2 plus 1 is going to be a -1. This becomes a plus, so that becomes 10. So I get -1 over 10. All right, so your assignment is right here. I'll walk around if you need help. Those of you at home, if you need help, type the question in. And I think I put the answers for you guys at home as well. So look at the answers for the ones you need help with. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys in class.